Hey, we are here for a new video about how to be emotionally supportive with Stalk Yourself. And me, Arno Ravelguli, your host for the entire time of this video. So, um, yesterday, for you, it might have been the last video, but for me, it was yesterday. I slept super bad, by the way. So it was yesterday, and thank you for asking. And um, yeah, magically, I have been reporting about a book on habits this morning, and we are tackling right now the topic of building a positive habit, in the context of um of being emotionally supportive and developing your EQ. That is to say, your emotional quotient. So I see that in there that in the article I am talking about um, the book Atomic Habits from James Clear. But it turns out this guy might have most probably taken upon my own experience of living, um, because it's like I am a person who's always thinking about how to make things better. It's like that's an underlining, and that's a question that that's in the background of everything I do. How can I make this better? How can I make this better? How can I eat better? How can I improve this? Oh, I don't like this. How can I improve this? Oh, I like this. How is it that it is like this? Oh, it can be improved like this. How can I make this better? How can I make this better? How can I make this better? How can, if I like it, how does that work? You know, it's like always figuring things out. And this is how I am always improving my processes, always rethinking the way I'm operating, and so on. It's like, for instance, you can see that the videos, they are following a format which came out of itself, but I'm still feedbacking on myself. I still feedback on myself to try to understand how what are my shortcomings, what are the good things that I'm doing. Like I see that I was a bit I was a bit stressed at the beginning, not to have to be in a certain way, for instance, like, so to say. um and I realized that me just being myself, my quirks are amusing myself. So in the end of the day, I don't search to censor myself, but and let go. So it helps. Like, I could have been overly stressed about not having like this super polished way of communicating or all along, and just being like this type of face, like mask of, hey, this is like this, na na na, we do like this, na 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 na, na, I talk like this, I do this, I do this, I do that, and na and that, and this and then that, and this and that, because I need to be like this, and na, because I need to be like this, and na, to explain like this, and then I have this. It's important that I push myself as well to be more into providing with my hands visual support. For instance, I do it a bit less, and I know that this is something that I liked and that I need to come back to, but yet I do not force myself to be in this way or this way or this way. I let the process of learning take its move forward from itself. So What was I saying this? I don't know. Yes, because this is the way I operate. I always try to improve things, always. And no matter if it's a massive improvement or a tiny improvement. And this, it reflects in the book Atomic Habits, which is the art basically of tweaking your life a little step at a time to get major incremental improvements. So that to say that if you move the needle up a little each day, then at some point it gets you an incremental result. I was a bit pissed about this type of thinking, the thinking that improving a little bit all the time would provide you exponential outcomes, because of the conspiracy that has been led against me. It's like I am one who goes by this philosophy, and I know that I have seen my work improve in a major manner. But the thing is that at some point it makes you burn out because you see how your work is, how good your work is, but the external feedback on your work, the direct external feedback on your work is not aligned. It's like internally you see your work being here, and like externally you see that the evaluation of the work is there, and so you try to keep up, while it's still remaining here. And so at some point, like, you over deliver so much for a reward and external feedback that remains the same, that you just burn yourself out. This is one of the reasons why we burn out, is because there is misalignment between our external environment and internal environment. So yeah, from there, it's like I could see the value of my work, yet as well I was in cognitive dissonance internally, because I was like, okay, this is professional, but the thing is that I do not see professional income out of my work. Like, it's professional, but the income is not coming, and everything I'm doing is super professional and polished. But like, where are the fucking incomes? And so internally, I was like always trying to figure out things out. Trying to figure things out in my mind, and trying to figure things out. This is what Stephen Bartlett has been writing exactly in one of his posts. He's a freaking psychopath. He's a psychopath. This dude. It's like, just unfollow him. Don't even look at what he does. It's like, I'm pretty sure they are like putting people like to like automatically the post and so on, to engage, because the guy is just a psychopath. He doesn't care about you. He just cares about having a kick, a reward from achieving things. This is the motion, like doing one more thing, doing one more thing to forget about all the dirt that's going on besides it. And he's a serial killer. Actually, he's a serial killer. That's the mass murderer, apparently. Anyway, I didn't mean to say this type of shit here. Trying to figure things out. Yeah, just because he takes upon what I'm doing, so then possibly like it reminded me of this. He wants to be me, but he's not. He's not. That's too bad for you, bro. Try to be yourself before being anybody else, but you don't like yourself, so I cannot do anything for you. Anyway, so yeah, I was burning out, and not because, yeah, so the incremental thinking, Some people were about this, and me, I was like, shit, no, it doesn't work. Like, there is freaking racism that's coming on top of this, because, like, for me, this is the way I operate. This is what I believe in as well, to some extent. Otherwise, I wouldn't go about improving everything I do consistently over time. It's like, I do believe that at some point it passes the threshold, a tipping point, as to quote the title of Malcolm Gladwell. Um, yeah, it passes a tipping point from which you finally breach through the glass ceiling. You finally broke the glass ceiling, and you can reach um, at least a good enough percentage of what you think you deserve, you know. But me, I kept consistently being dragged down, and so I got pissed at this philosophy of incremental improvement being the key to success, because I thought that racism was systemic racism, and racism in general was um, eroding this foundation, this principle, this concept for the Black community, which is actually true, because if I were white, I think I would have been treated differently as well, on so many regards. On so many regards. I do not say that this is the only thing, because, like, there is this entire Archangel Raphael thing that's in the back, and I'm glad to be Black, actually, to be mixed race, white and Black, and to embody this type of archetype, um, because the Black community deserves so much, so much. So it uplifts the game to see a genius like me delivering you this type of insight just on the spot without thinking, and providing you a wealth of information that's beyond anything that anyone has been releasing for millennia. You know, I am telling you everything I know, absolutely everything, and it's deep shit. So, you know, so in the book of James Clear, we can see that he is developing he is developing a he's centering um, his book around one mechanism, and he says that you build a habit in a repetitive process, and this is as well one mechanism that designers are using. So it's coming from a researcher, actually. It's coming from a researcher. It's not coming from James Clear. The foundation can be seen in Hooked as well. How to build habit forming products. Habit forming products. So Hooked, how to build habit forming products. I'm trying to see. I'm seeing right now. When it's being created. This dude is from Israel, the author, a geek. He calls himself That's another one. Okay. So he's going to Stanford. Okay, so in 2014, Stanford, dark place to all universities, like major universities, those are dark places. You need to understand this. Um. So yeah, 2014. So I guess that that as well. Um. He took from Hooked as well. It's like now he has upgraded near AI. He has upgrading his way of talking about his work. He's talking about behavioral engineering, hmm. Like social engineering, like wellness engineering. So me, Stalk Yourself, wellness engineering. Um, okay. That's funny, to have like this type of referential. It's like he worked for the Boston Consulting Group, and no, he worked for the Boston Consulting Group before attending Stanford. And then you see, like, you have me. It's like those people having attended the best universities. I'm like, just like me. I am on top of the entire educational system, and I'm black. All universities in the world just are preaching by my words. I'm writing right now in the document where I report. I'm writing. Wait a minute. It's like you're here to watch something, to learn from it, and I'm doing something else instead. So yeah, the habit zone. It's cool actually. It's cool. It's cool because we are. Wow, I took good notes. It took me quite some time, but my notes are neat. Mm. Okay. Okay, so I have run through. I will put it in the description what I'm going through right now. I have a resume of Hooked that you will have access to in the description. To apologize for the divergence. So yeah, I need to go back to Hooked as well. It's interesting. It's an interesting framework. The article is not so long, so it's okay. And so yeah, this is what you have in the. Can you see? Yeah, this is what you have. This is the cycle of repetition of the of the habit. To build a habit, you have a cue. Then it's a. Then you have a craving. Then you have a response to the craving, and then it gives you a reward. So this is how the mechanism goes. You see something like a visual cue, you see something like, for instance, candies, or for instance this, like some oil, and then you immediately think, oh, I want to eat candy, or you immediately think, oh, I also want to put this on my skin. It's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel, I'm gonna feel better. Blah blah blah. And so this is when you start thinking about it. This is when you start having a craving. You start craving for the thing. You start fantasizing about it. It's the same for the murderers. Like they start fantasizing about the murder before doing it. So here, like, you start fantasizing about like eating candies, or you just feeling the body impulse, right? It can be like really straightforward. It's like, oh, imagining, like, it can go quick, like the assimilation of eating the thing and having directly a reward, because you anticipate, when you are craving, you anticipate the reward. So then, because you anticipate the reward, you have a response, which is you are taking action. So you take action to answer this perceived lack, this moment of instability where you see something, then internally it's like, oh, I want to be there, but I perceive that I am still there in the same state where I was beforehand. Not I want to have oil on my skin, which is anticipated as feeling like this, or I want to eat candies, which is anticipated as being a state of being that is superior, or state of mind, or state of feeling that is superior to the one that I'm feeling right now. And so, like, the difference between both is where you start to crave for the thing. It's like the difference between your current state of mind and your wishful state is what is then motivating you to make your current environment reach the perceived internal state that you have in mind. So you take action so that your external state, your real state, will be like the one that you have in mind. This is when you have this response. You're like, oh my God. It's like the more it increases, the more you want to take action. And past the threshold, you just take action. And so you take action, and you have a response to this cue, to this craving. And once you ate the candy, or once you put the oil, this is when you feel the reward. This is when you feel the reward. And then it can be either, if you forgot about the internal state, it can be like, oh yeah, it's cool, but like you could have imagined that it would be like this, and then it was like this, but because you forgot about it, then it's all right. But if you still have in mind that it should be like this, then you can feel a bit upset about the remaining margin, discomfort that is existing. And this is when you might have to go to psychotherapy to be able to accept that there is a difference, a margin, or to be able to enjoy better what's going on here, while being more mindful to understand that it's actually perhaps here, but just your state of mind a bit too busy make it perceive your make your external environment be perceived as being like this, right? It's like it's the process. Like some people are eternal, dissatisfied people, right? And it makes them feel unhappy. So, this is the principle. And when you can, for instance, have this like for positive habits and emotional support. It's like when you see a cue, then perhaps you can imagine what would be the positive outcome, what would be the reward of being supportive to that perceived cue, you know, and then that can motivate you to be more emotionally supportive. It's like for me, I have a manifesto. I know that the more I am emotionally supportive, the more the person in my surrounding can be emotionally supportive as well, directly or indirectly. And I know that the more I do that, the more the people they are with, they will be as well, benefiting from these waves of emotional support, and that eventually it comes back to me. This is my reward, to have like this, the aftermath of the latest consequences of having spread emotional support around, coming back to me, with some other people having had the good habits as well. This is one of my aim as well. Like I want to be taken care of by strangers, without having to fight them. And so by this ideal, I just move mountains to go toward that direction, basically. Um, it can be seen as Miguelo. It can be seen as just um, being hyper motivated for an ideal that's perhaps unreachable, but still um, sounds um, sounding doable in principle, on the foundation of the thinking. So I'm just going about it, and lucky me, right now I have lots of attention, so it's more than doable then. Yeah, and so habits, it's like anticipating the reward and getting in action, or just getting in action once you see a cue. It's like you see this, you're like, I don't care about what's going on. I'm just doing it there. I'm just going like for the following action. It's like I see someone not feeling bad. I don't care about the rest. I'm gonna be supportive. I see someone bad, supportive. I just trim the shit out and that's it. I'm supportive. Anyway, so it's the same for negative thinking. Like right now I have been thinking, oh, this is not such a good video compared to the others. And then immediately I was like, okay, I have negative thinking going on in my mind. And that's it. I was feeling a bit tired as well. And I have the habit of, I know, like I have labeled so much, I have reflected so much on knowing, like, really seeing me being a bit more negative in my thinking when I'm tired, that for me subconsciously, like I am in the habit of knowing that if I am a bit tired, then it's normal for me to have some negative thoughts. And so I was like, I witnessed the negative thoughts, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm being negative. I'm still pushing through, like I'm still doing the thing, which is a habit. It's like, okay, I if I with these negative thoughts, I could be like, okay, I'm just stopping the video and restarting again. Perfectionism. Perfectionist person would go in that direction, for instance, or a neurotic person would go in that direction as well. Um, but instead, I was just like, okay, negative thoughts, and then like I witnessed as well myself being a bit tired, and then immediately it just made sense. I was like negative, tired. Okay, that's it. Like it's like it's just I understand what's going on, and it makes sense that then I'm a bit negative right now, and I'm just moving past through. It's like just in the habit of being like, okay, this is it, no big deal. It happens, and I'm just moving forward with it. Um, yeah. So let's go about reading the article. So those are positive habits, it's like it's as well like being supportive of yourself. Uh Not blaming yourself for being negative. It's a good habit for yourself to have. And if sorry. If you have this habit with yourself, then you're more likely to say to other people automatically that it's okay if they are being a little negative in their perception right now because they are tired, most probably tired. Like you treat yourself that way. So then automatically you're like, oh, perhaps you're a bit tired. Perhaps that's why you're, you're negative right now. Just let it go. It's okay. You can still do it, right? And then the person is like, yeah, right. I can still do it. It doesn't matter that much. If I have negative thought, I can still do it. And then the person does it, like, and thanks to your positive habits that you have with yourself, being emotionally supportive of yourself, then you became emotionally supportive of the negative state of mind of the person. It doesn't have to be forcibly something like you need to cheer them up like 100% and make them ready to go to the Everest all the time. Like it can be just diffusing negative thoughts so that the person wouldn't have to feel blocked because of their negative emotions. um this is as well a positive habit. It's like removing a roadblock. It doesn't have to be like something extraordinary. It can be just something like super ordinary. So as long as the positive motion remains in motion, like this is the thing. The positive motion needs to remain in motion. This is the most important right now. And you just, yeah, it's like it doesn't sound like so much of a big deal, right? Once you put it that way, it's like it's a bit less dramatic, perhaps a bit more boring for some people who wants to be the best and iconic and but you need to be able to handle yourself in any ways, any time, in any state, if you want to become iconic, because life is not always this 100% pump think thing. You have downs as well. When you're tired and going to sleep and having negative thoughts, if you know how to handle these thoughts when you are tired, just accepting that this happens, not to overthink at night, and then be able to sleep properly so that the day after you have a freaking amazing day because you're rested. Then at night you didn't do like a pep talk to yourself, or whatever what you did. You didn't prepare yourself to climb the Everest. What you did was just accepting the thoughts as negative because you were a bit tired, and without having a big deal out of it and be like, yeah, okay, this is just how it is, and be able with good habits to rewire yourself into a more relaxed state of mind, like instead of overthinking the thing for perhaps 5 hours and sleep 2 hours and then have a disastrous day because it was not perfect enough. For instance, it was not like the perfect calm state of mind, a relaxed state of mind, positive state of mind. That is the exact ideal so to be able to sleep, right? So you see that being emotionally supportive is not always about doing the big fat thing. It's also about like the tiny thing that doesn't seem much. So I'm going to read the article now. Positive, constructive, uplifting, and beneficial habits are everything. My go-to reference on the matter is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This reference teaches you all there is to know about the secrets to incrementally uplift your life thanks to habits. Here is the list of healthy habits. Regular exercise. It helps to boost your dopamine. I have been running a bit out of the hospital and my legs are a bit hurting, but aim to 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week. 150 minutes. So it's 2 hours and a half of exercise per week. It can be 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week. It can be twice an hour per week and half an hour of something else in the weekend. It can be a good run in the weekend, a good walk, like trekking in the weekend, but do some exercise, make some exercise. I'm trying to go back to dancing while moving lifts, because the thing is that like a queer doctor told it to me, the thing is that if you just do one movement, then it's training your muscle for one position only, and in life, if you want to develop true strength, it's like you're never gonna be like all the time like just like this, right? You're never gonna do like only this type of movement. It can be like you do like this, right? Or you do like this, like the angle of the elbow are different. It's like it's good to do the same repetitive movement if you're like, for instance, swimming. For swimming, like we train like to do stuff like this, and so like if you're swimming, you do all the time the same movement again and again. So it's the same movement, so you can train the repetition in the gym. But me, what I'm doing is I have lifts, and so I'm doing like movement like that, and sometimes I pull myself back a little to mobilize more of my muscle structure, because when you think a bit about the movement while you mobilize a lot of your muscle structure, then you build more of your muscle structure. It's like it might sound like a bit crazy and like super simple the way I'm saying this, but be careful not to do wrong movements. But still, it's more efficient because you it's like it's the entire group that is coordinated, and so then you as well build much more true strength. You're starting to develop true strength, and because you are because the muscle is as well more uh, I don't remember exactly, but you build muscle faster as well. This is the point. And if you want like it well defined, you need to go like really like in extension, in full extension. It's like it's not about like just doing this. It might be about like doing like something like this, you know, to have like really like the muscle structure like really well defined. Like for here, for instance, it's good if you're like really like going like from far away, like full extension, and I have seen this, like the clear space showed it to me. The intelligence word showed it to me. Like one morning, I saw one guy. He had his muscle structure like so well formed, and so a bit later, he showed me that it was like because he was like really going like from far away in extension for building like the muscle structure that well. So, we are smuggling information in everything. It's like he was there to harass me, but he told me like a tip visually, communicating visually with me. It's like, oh, you like that? I knew you liked it. Look, this is how I do it. And I learned from this. So, regular exercise. Then, balanced nutrition, a variety of fruit, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats. So, yeah, try to always, not try, do it. Always pick something a little better, like a little more fruits, and force yourself to eat fruit. It's good. Vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins. Try something new that's healthy every time you go to the supermarket, for instance. That's a healthy, positive habit. Something that is in your price range, that seems to be better for your health. And progressively, next thing you know, you will have discovered products that you like, that you love, and that complements well your diet, the what you like to eat and how you like to eat. And you have, after perhaps 2 months or 3 months of this habit, an entire half new diet or entire diet that is way healthier, and you feel better for it. It doesn't have to be major things all the time. It's like I am a bit sometimes going full blown, like everything super nice, super good, like the entire thing, like build a castle because I wanted just to have a bed. So I understand going too big for what you really need, but like here it's about like doing some tiny changes. Adequate hydration. So less coffee and sugar, more water. Instead of drinking one more coffee, or when you drink one more coffee, drink water. Drink a cup of water. You're taking a new coffee, drink a cup of water, or take a cup of water. Or instead of drinking the coffee, you're like, oh, ask yourself, do I need do I feel tired? Do I need the coffee? And then you drink the water instead of the coffee. I had that as well with alcohol at some point. I wanted to drink, and I made myself. I drank alcohol while I wanted to drink. not alcohol, but something like just to hydrate myself. Dehydrate. Hydrate? Dehydrate myself. Eh? Hydrate myself. Hydro. Hydrate myself. Yeah, I've whatever. Enough sleep. So consistent schedule help normally. Like I, for me, it's not relevant, but whatever. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Lately for me, it's not relevant. It's like I have a consistent schedule, but I might be drinking too much coffee right now. But I have a consistent schedule, and I'm sleeping at night between midnight ish and 8 a.m. and I'm still feeling tired. It's like I'm not sleeping well. I slept way better and I was like way more energized when I was totally off board and going for like being like way more chaotic in my in my lifestyle. Having like 36 hours of span, and I was more productive too somehow, I think, perhaps. So yeah, doesn't fit me so much. Stress management. Spot and mitigate the sources of stress in your life. Combine it with yoga, deep breathing, meditation practices. So yeah, it's good to understand what stressed you out, right? If you understand what stressed you out, you can deal with it. And I'm saying yoga, deep breathing, and meditation, but you don't have to do yoga or meditation. Like meditation, it can be active too. It's like walking and being focused on the sensation of your pants on your legs. It's meditation because you're just mindful about what's happening with your legs. It's like you're just out of your thinking process and you're much more connected on this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. I see red, I see blue, I see this, 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 I see this. It's not like I see this and this remind me of this and this and this and this remind me of this and this and this. It's like you're much more like connected with the first plane of perception. This is a meditative act. Um so yeah, stress comes with the thinking or the perceived danger. And the thinking can be a perceived danger, can fabricate some perception of danger. So this is why we say that it's good not to overthink, but actually it's different. It's different. It's the thinking per se is not stressful. The overthinking per se is not the source of stress. It's the subject of the thinking that is the source of stress. This is why, like when you're overthinking, most of the time you overthink because you want to be prepared. You're fearing something. So because you're fearing something, you really want to be prepared, and you think and think and think and think and think and think and think. And it's stress based. There is fear, so you get stressed to think more and to be able to see more cases of how to handle the danger. Adrenaline, some more cases of how to handle the danger. Be prepared, be alert. This is why we assimilate overthinking to stress, and why we say that it's not good. But the thing is that um, if you build habits of thinking that are fear based, stress based, then yes, because you have bad habits, it's good to reduce the overthinking to simply a base of thinking where you don't go about the danger all the time. And like this, it's easier to handle your thoughts and tweak them in a way that's healthier. This is only why we ask you to reduce your thinking. Otherwise, if you still enjoy the process of thinking, just it's a bit more work, I suppose. But if that's your motion, as it's been for me, you can just, accept your thoughts, label your thoughts. You can still analyze them, and like you just have goodwill with those thoughts. Like be nice to the thoughts and to yourself, and this should be fine. This should be fine. Reward yourself for your achievements consistently. Um, the smallest one, reward yourself, and it should be fine. Uh, it should be, it should be all right. I don't want to tell you that this is the solution, but I'm just telling you that this is a solution. And so, yeah, the overthinking is not bad per se. It's just a volume, intensity of thinking. And the subject of thinking is the issue. It's not the fact of thinking that is the issue. So then, medical appointment. Heal that running physical issue and schedule a regular checkup. Yeah. If you have something that's getting in your life, you need to go to the dentist or so, take that appointment. I need to take that for myself, so I need to go to see the dentist. Take that appointment. Don't wait. Be proactive with your health. Social connections. Spend healthy and quality times with your friends or family. Yeah, take a bit more time with your family if you like to. It's good. Connect with them. Be emotionally supportive with them. Be good with them. Do something that you both enjoy, and don't criticize them during the entire time. Try to listen to them instead. Listen to them, what they have to say, why they enjoy what they do, etc. Then the question now is, how do you help your loved one build a positive habit? So I give you a strategy there. One, identify with your loved one what they need or where they could be ready to take action. So you talk to them, and then it's like try to identify needs, or try to identify some zone where they can take action, where they're ready to take action. Both are good. Then start super small and be specific. So if they're ready to take action, you're like, oh, perhaps this could be good for you. If you like, this type of action could be good for you. And so you're like, you can just nudge them, tell them, do this tiny thing every day. Then if you're ready to take action, do this tiny thing every day. And be specific in the way you're saying it, because it's easier for the person then to exactly do it. It's easier than doing something vague. Like stop thinking. It's like, this is super vague. Instead, you can tell them, meditate 5 minutes after lunch every single time. It's 5 minutes, it's small enough. Like meditate while walking after lunch. Every time you think, and you be more specific, you think about like the feelings that you are feeling while you are walking, and you focus on your feelings only. How do I feel? How do I feel? I feel that way. I feel this on my body. It's meditation. Then be their accountability buddy and reminder. So every time at noon, for instance, you're like, "Hey, have you done your work?" Or you're like, "Hey, what's up? You good? Blah blah blah. You done your work? Or is it something that's not working for you? Or do you need something else instead? Or did you think about it? Or, Then four, congratulate them to be there and be their beacon of light regarding the habits. If they've done it, you're like, whoa, ow. You're like, you're king, you're queen, gone. Or you invite them for a drink, or I don't know, to reward them. Be there to just be like, yeah, that's good. Amazing, thank you. It helps, it helps. You reward them, you build the reward in the loop, like the cue, craving, response, reward. You make sure they did the response from the cue, and you reward them in the habit building cycle. This is what's happening there. Then help them reflect on their positive progress. Yeah, you help them taking perspective on what they did. It's like, how has your life changed since you started this? Good, bad, like this. They can be like, oh yeah, actually, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. And it's rewarding. And so then they are self motivated to do it themselves. Then see if they are ready for more or need to adapt their positive habits. Yeah, you see then from this feedback if they need to stack something up, to add something else on top, if they can do this, how they can do this, or if the habit needs to be modified a little so that it fits better to them by asking questions. It's like, how do you think that'd be better for you? And then they think about the habit and they're like, oh, they take as well the habit of stalking themselves, of thinking about themselves in a constructive manner to then be able to handle their life better. So yeah, once you're there at the point six, the habit has become a routine. Your positive habit coaching role has ended. Well done. You did it. Once you're there, you did it. So that's it. Sounds good. The aim is to implement this mantra in your life. Whatever brings you joy, make it a priority. Whatever brings you joy, make it a priority. Whatever brings you joy, make it a priority. So the more positivity they cultivate within themselves, the more strength and energy they'll deploy into their healing and recovery. That's another key. Thank you. So here we are. It's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in comment how you find that video. Please be kind and supportive of me. Not too harsh because I'm tired. I'm so black. So I need you to be kinder to me. That's it. Mwah.